Peter. This one's for you!
He's back.
I'm back.
He went to Galaxy's Edge and he survived. He brought goodies. He brought some technically for you. We're going to have a little contest thing, or not a sweepstakes thing we'll let you know about. And disclaimer.
Yep. Again, I am still a cast member of the Walt Disney World Resort.
Which surprises me.
Yeah. No. But also, too, as a disclaimer, Disney did send you out there, sent me out there in place of him. So we do have to put that disclaimer. And, of course, wonderful man for choosing me to go out there. So
you were the best choice to go out there.
you.
Nobody deserved to be there more than you, and I've told you that, and that is absolutely true. My take on everything that I saw from him and everything I experienced was the land was incredible, amazing. I loved all the merchandise. The food I don't know about, we're going to talk about. These questions I have not asked Matt yet. Rex may talk at some point, by the way. We kind of left him on.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Exactly.
He's part of the show. If he interrupts us, we will address whatever he decides to say. I thought the Millennium Falcon ride, for me, was great, but not mega amazing. Let me just disclaim this with, I think the Rise of the Resistance is going to be the ace in the hole. So now let's get to give me your overall opinion first.
So let's start with Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run. This is probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. Not necessarily my favorite attraction. I think Rise, like you said, will be the quintessential experience of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. But this is something else. It's incredible. You walk into the queue, and this queue is long, by the way.
It doesn't look so long on the video.
It's a good 5-10 minute walk.
So like the Pandora up the mountain type of deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say as long as Pandora, as long as Flight of Passage. You'll walk through Onaka Transport Solutions, and the storyline is that you're an applicant of Onaka Transport Solutions, and you are going to be piloting a ship to help out Hondo Onaka on a mission. Okay? There are 3 different missions that you could get each and every time. There was only one pre-programmed in for as long as I was there. Never saw
that could be
the
for
other
the media
2.
event. That's the mission.
Well, but that was also for opening day and the day after. So with guests, it's only the one for right now. I don't know any further details about when the other 2 could be possibly coming online. But the mission is you're on a mission to Corellia. If you've seen Solo, Star Wars Story, we know about Corellia from that. And you're trying to grab a shipment of coaxium for the Resistance and for Hondo. So, really fun mission, and you'll notice when you're in the cockpit, you have the 2 pilots in the front, the 2 gunners, and then the 2 engineers in the back.
Did you ride all?
I did.
How was the back?
Okay. The back was actually fun.
Okay.
You get a much wider perspective of where you are, and also, too, you do have a good role to be playing. Anything that the pilots do, like collision-wise, you have to quickly go onto your panel and fix it.
Okay, because people thought the back wouldn't be fun. I thought it is. Like, I like the back of a coaster because I like to see everything, so that makes sense.
It's really fun, and I was a single rider many times, and they do have a dedicated single rider line, but most of the times when I went through single rider, I think 99% of the time, I was engineer. And that's just how they were filling it, and that made sense.
Did people request certain positions? And
So what they do is that right before you board the Millennium Falcon, you are given your credentials, okay? These credentials are going to say your color. Once your color is called, then you're going to be going into the cockpit. It'll also say your position on there.
Okay.
Exactly
what you thought.
Exactly what we were kind of talking about in the previous video. When you are given the card, okay, they tell you you are more than welcome to switch amongst your fellow passengers. Just make sure you do it once you're inside the Falcon.
Okay.
Obviously don't stand there and waste time and switch amongst yourselves there. They got to keep it moving, obviously. So, but yeah, got a chance to try everything.
And the difference at the end is more audio than anything. It's not physical, it's audio.
Correct. I kind of and this is
Did you
what
have both successful and failed?
So every time I came back, it was damaged.
So there was never
a time when I came off of the cockpit and, you didn't hear like sparks flying, you didn't see like lights sizzling. And
do we know if there is? Did anyone
supposedly there is?
All right.
So
I'm suspicious.
We just gotta really work hard.
All right. You didn't hear from anybody that said they did it successfully?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. But just the ride itself is really cool.
I think when you see it on video, the way I saw it, it looks more video gamey than I wanted it to be.
Agreed. Yes.
In person, I'm assuming.
Think of it as a big, massive video game, and I can attest to this because the right pilot, the one that actually pulls the lever down for light speed, which is really cool.
Do you feel? What do you feel in the cockpit when that happens?
You can feel it kind of just pushing backward, kind of like Star Tours.
Perfect.
So, like the star speeder would kind of go backwards to kind of make you feel like you're going forward. But that pilot is responsible for going up and down. Okay, it's inverted like a video game. So when you pull back, you're actually going up. Okay. When you pull forward, you're going down.
I thought I heard the gentleman giving the guy that right is right, left is left, up is up, and down is down.
So the pilot on the left is responsible for going left and right.
Okay, and that's left and right.
Correct. Okay. And then the pilot on the right is responsible for going up and down. So really, you have to communicate between your two pilots.
But his is not inverted, or hers is not inverted on the other side. Okay.
If you go left, you go left. If you go right, you go right.
But up and down is inverted. All right.
Correct. Yeah. I was kind of freaking out when I saw that. I was like, oh, okay.
All right, that dedication. I've never seen anything as epic, and I've been to...
I cried.
Yeah, I
cried.
It was amazing.
We heard rumblings that Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford were there.
Okay.
I saw Billy D. Williams heading off, and I was like, oh, crud, he's here too. But Bob Iger came out. Then he brought out George Lucas. I started crying a little bit. Then he brought out Billy D. Williams. Then Mark Hamill. And then Harrison Ford. I was 10 feet away from them, and I was losing it. I lost it even more when Harrison said, he turned around, looked at the camera, and said, Peter, this one's for you. And then starts banging on the Falcon to ignite the fireworks and everything. And I lost it.
The people, when he says, Peter, this is for you, they started it up a little early, not knowing that he was going to do the bang. But it didn't matter.
Yeah, it did. We were all crying at the point anyway. So, but that's, the whole dedication was amazing. I cried at that part.
I wonder what the dedication in Orlando cannot be as epic.
I don't think it will be, but I think we'll get something really cool.
Maybe Ray. Give me Daisy.
Megan's gonna have to hold me back. I have a huge crush on Daisy Ridley. So
Megan, no.
Yeah, but I cried at that point, and I cried a second time in the land when I got this beautiful thing.
Did you cry during the Sevi's lightsaber?
I cried at one point during the ceremony, and that was when Yoda comes on, and that's Frank Oz. So it was, for a Star Wars geek, yeah, this is $200. But this is the craziest ceremony you could ever possibly have as a Star Wars fan.
And we'll cut to the other video, too, to show you. I filmed other video. It goes up when you start it off. I don't know if you can see it. It rises, and if it's not dark here, you might not be able to tell with these lights. Which it's 95 degrees here in Florida. We have big lights on us.
Place your hands on your hilts and activate your lightsabers. But we will all do this together. Are you ready, builders?
Ready.
Take that step forward. Place your hands on your hilts and activate.
Oh!
Raise your lightsabers. You have built a lightsaber. Came before you. And like them, you too could change the galaxy.
Remember,
It only takes a spark. Congratulations, builders.
that's quick. Yeah!
Please deactivate your lightsabers. The bond has been built.
Your lightsaber is. Light your path, it can. Choose your path. Only you can. May the Force be with you.
Thank you, Master Yoda. And thank you, builders, for seeking us out today. The lightsabers you have built are as unique and extraordinary as each and every one of you.
What's really cool too, you can see, this is my own custom designed hilt, okay? Inside the center here is your Kyber crystal. And with the Kyber crystal, you can switch it out so you can get different kinds of Kyber crystals. I have here a white one, which is very rare. If you know the Star Wars stories, white is... It's not candy, John.
It's gone. You have no more support.
White is a very rare, precious one. There is also...
It's a Jolly Rancher.
There is also a very rare black Kyber crystal. What we kind of realized was that with the black Kyber crystals, there is a 1 out of 300 chance of getting it.
Okay, that's what I heard. 1 out of 100, but could be 1 out of 300.
You can get it if you get the red ones. It's a very rare. If you get it, great. Unfortunately, the blade doesn't go black.
It goes red.
Yeah, it'll still go red. I don't know how I feel about that. I would still want the black one.
You know what I think is weird about that? Because the people are buying red, so they want red. No matter how rare it is, it would be weird to give them something they didn't buy.
Right, and I can understand that. That's totally fine by me.
And black would be what? Like a black purple light is what you would have thought? Because I don't understand how black light would work. Hopefully Disney World will have the same.
Oh, easily.
Once again, for all you travelers, smugglers, and bounty hunters out there, the name is DJ Rex.
We are quite aware of this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can talk about DJ Rex a little bit. He clearly wants to be involved
awesome.
in here.
Drunk or not, he was awesome.
Actually, fun fact, Paul Rubens is actually at the...
Now, did you see him or you...
No, I heard he was there. I saw pictures that he was there, but I didn't get... I was 10 inches away from Brie Larson.
That's crazy. She blended in.
Oh, she blended... I had a friend that said, oh, yeah... I keep walking into Brie Larson.
How many other Marvels were there? I bet you
Colby Smulders was there too. Maria Hill from
Okay.
Avengers, and her husband Taron Kill.
I'm
from
sure they
SNL.
invited everybody.
Oh, they invited a lot of people.
Oh, Bobby Moynihan I saw.
Bobby Moynihan was there. Sam Witwer, who's the voice of Darth Maul in Rebels, and also Solo. He was there, and I remember him from Smallville, so he was...
So the cantina to me looks incredible. The drinks look really inventive and different.
And that's where you get to see this little guy.
Okay, so people wrote on the first video, I can't believe they didn't play the cantina song. And
They did.
But no, they did at first. It wasn't in the video. So my argument was, this is a different planet. It's a different cantina. And why would they play the same song? And sure enough, the next video.
There's also a rumor. Nobody's been able to confirm this yet. Rex's loop that he has in the cantina is like 3 hours long.
Oh, did you hear repeat stuff or no?
No. I was only in there for like... How long were we in there for media? Like 30 minutes?
Let me show on one of the videos the cantina song, and he talks about this was the girl that left him.
Ali Sansa.
My first love, Ali Song. She was the droid I was looking for, but she got reassigned to another part of the galaxy. Ali, if you can hear me, this one's for you. Let's get to cruising altitude with a tribute to a song that swept the galaxy.
Why are people talking about $75 drinks?
So there's a couple of drinks that you can get that are in specialty mugs. For example, you can get a beer flight. I believe it's a beer flight. That is actually in teeth of a rancor.
You get to keep the teeth?
You get to keep that.
See that? That's a...
Now, from what I was hearing, that they didn't have enough, so they weren't selling them.
Okay, so they can't
Maybe
charge,
that was just during the media event.
so they didn't charge $75 for them if you couldn't keep them.
That I'm not aware.
Okay.
I keep this in mind. I was in there for the media event when we tried going in there for opening day, and the day afterwards, you couldn't walk in there.
I think that's going to be not an issue. I think as it dies down, it should be easy. Look at Trader Sam's. You couldn't get in, and now
once everyone has
sometimes-
their fill, though. But what they are doing right now is they're doing like a text message kind of thing. They said when your 4-hour period starts, if you make your beeline right away for the cantina, they'll take your phone number down and they'll text you when you can go in.
Oh.
So, but apparently, 20 minutes after the reservation period starts, they're already full.
Yeah.
So,
I can see this.
Not good.
How good were they in enforcing this 4-hour time limit? Did you see people being escorted by stormtroopers?
No. Nobody was getting escorted. Basically, what ended up happening was that once the 4-hour time period was over, you just couldn't get into the Millennium Falcon. You couldn't go into the shops. You couldn't
They had
get food. You could still walk around the land,
but they
you
had
just
got
couldn't.
2 people saying, "Sorry, with that color, you can't."
Right,
come in."
exactly. And they were, like putting marks
Bands,
on
yeah.
my wristband and everything too. So,
Food. Was it really?
it was really good.
Okay,
I was very
didn't
surprised.
think media event opening day stuff. Sometimes it's too new. And it's
Let me
not-
talk about my favorite one first.
Go ahead.
And that's the Ronto wrap. Okay, that's at Ronto Roasters. This is the
Is that the hot dog in the taco?
yes. So it's
Do we know if it's beef or pork?
it's pork.
It is.
It is pork.
That's weird.
It's almost like a foot long. I don't know if exactly it is a foot long, but it's topped with like a whole bunch of slaw. What they dub a peppercorn sauce. It had a little bit of a kick to it, but it was more like kind of an herb dressing
Okay.
on a pita bread. This was delicious.
Is the consistency inside a hot dog, or was it any icky stuff?
It was more of like a hot dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And it tasted good.
Oh yeah, very good. This was my favorite food
Okay.
offering.
So these
in
and
the
these
entire
are
line.
weird enough that you felt like this is different.
Absolutely not.
No, I'm saying, but it's not.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, it wasn't typical Disney food. This was.
Oh right, yeah.
Strange. They tried to make it strange.
They tried. They tried to make it strange, but still have it relatable to us humans.
Okay, good.
So, absolutely delicious.
What else could I get at Ronto Roasters that you remember?
It was just that, and I think it was like a turkey jerky kind of thing.
Okay, I heard about that.
Yeah, I'm messing this up. I know I am. So.
Okay, and you ate at Docking Bay 7?
Docking Bay 7, yes. Docking Bay 7 does have mobile ordering, which is great. That helped us out significantly.
Let's talk about mobile ordering for a second. In Toy Story Land, there's a line of people, a long line. You go on the mobile order, and they say, come get your food. You go to the window, you pick it up, and the line is still there. I ordered a second thing once, like a bottle of water, and the line is still the same.
Mobile ordering, you remember way
Sure.
back in the day, they said Disney Vacation Club was the best kept Disney secret. This
Mobile ordering.
This is the best kept Disney secret.
Welcome aboard. This is the DJ speaking. Make sure you have your drinks secured and your seats in the upright and rocked position, because we're about to hit some turbulence.
By the way, this is Paul Rubens
That
that's
is
doing
Paul
it.
Rubens. The same voice. That's great.
Really, really cool.
For those of you who don't know, Paul Rubens is Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah. God, we're having way too much fun.
I just watched Pee Wee's Big Adventure. Okay, so back to Docking Bay 7. I know they also have vegan options there.
What
did you eat there?
I tried the vegan option. It was a plant-based meatball, I think it was.
Oh.
Or no, it was a meatloaf. I'm sorry, meatloaf.
Was it the Impossible stuff?
They did not say it was impossible.
Okay.
But I've had impossible before, and I love it. I mean, us carnivores, I don't taste a difference.
Me either.
Really,
But
I
the
don't.
meatloaf, what'd you think?
No, this was great.
Oh, okay.
This is delicious. I, again, couldn't taste the difference. You would think I
It
was
might
getting
be-
some
it
meat
might
there.
be impossible stuff.
It had like a cornbread blueberry thing to it. That was
So it was Thanksgiving with meatloaf. A little
yeah.
bit.
If you were in a vegetarian household.
What meat stuff do they have? Did they have the fried chicken? I heard somebody
s-
complained about the fried chicken.
Yeah, I tried the fried chicken. I really wasn't terribly enthusiastic about it. It was kind of dry. Then again, this was at the media event, so it might have been just sitting there for a little bit. It wasn't cooked fresh. But, pretty good. The gravy that was in there for the mashed potatoes, okay as well. But for dinner, they have this roast. It's like a pot roast. Delicious.
Okay. Give me the blue and green milk.
Oh, the blue and green milk. Okay.
Because you know what, I'm hearing blue good, green no good. But then Rachel from Diz Life of Ours, she liked the green. So
I loved the blue. The blue is very fruity with kind of like a coconut. Also non-dairy.
Right.
So I believe it's rice milk.
That's what I think.
It's in there.
Kind of frozen. Kind of smoothie.
Like a smoothie. Yeah. Okay. Like a smoothie. It's very thick. It's
was
not
it
thin.
cold?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, nice and cold.
I got nervous
so
when I saw them out that they're giving you warm stuff.
I mean, it was cold for the most part. It wasn't like it was like hot or anything. Okay. The green milk, not a fan. Not a fan. What would
you say the flavor of green was?
Kind of minty, a little bit. It's an acquired taste.
So it's toothpaste.
Yeah, but again, there are people that liked it.
Yeah.
I just particularly
blue,
didn't
would
like
you
it.
say somebody said pineapple-y, which makes me think if you're hearing pineapple-y. But would you say, if you said coconut and someone says pineapple, would you think it's pina colada-ish?
Not really.
Okay.
I was tasting a lot of mint.
Okay. No, I'm talking about the blue one.
Oh, the blue one. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I could kind of see that.
All right. You'd get it again.
Oh, I mean, I got it like 2 more times.
Oh, okay. All right, good. That's good.
Definitely good.
Okay. Was there a big line? Were people enjoying the milky stuff?
Oh, yeah. At one point, there was a long line, and then at one point, there was no line. So, I mean, either people had gotten their fill and they were done, or they were just being extremely efficient and,
they seem to handle the crowds.
And again,
good.
mobile ordering at the milk stand.
For the milk?
Yeah. They do mobile ordering at Docking Bay 7, Ronto Roasters, and the milk stand.
That's great.
It saves so much time. The only caveat was that you maybe weren't able to get it immediately. Maybe you had to wait like an hour, so you had to kind of time it right just based on your 4-hour time period that you had. But they did a great job with
the shops.
Shops.
The creature stall is just a little thing on the side, right? It's not inside a building.
Right, so that is in the marketplace. There's a whole bunch of different things, and we can show photos in the video of the marketplace.
That's where you got the pork?
That's where we got the pork. I can show my little pork. You did that with your mouth closed. Wow.
You're on the decks with DJ Rex. What's your request?
Yeah, everything throughout the marketplace, it's extremely authentic. What's really cool, you do not see anything that says Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. There is nothing in there.
Because it's not a theme park.
Right, and you'll see stuff that says Black Spire Outpost.
Oh, that makes sense.
The only thing that just bothered me, and this is from a thematic perspective here, they were giving us Disney Parks bags.
Oh,
with the merchandise. Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah. Well, so
they have to change that.
For example, we know Pandora. When you go to Pandora and you buy something, they give you a Pandora World of Avatar.
Oh,
Stop it.
The pork just went to sleep and yawned.
They give you a Pandora World of Avatar bag specific to the land.
They just didn't have them made. Something
maybe, I don't know. I hope that's the case.
I'm sure. I can't imagine with all that they put in.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Because the thing when you're walking around is that you really don't feel like you're in Disneyland.
I heard no theme music in the land itself.
So we're talking specifically about the John Williams music that, if you've listened to it.
Is there any music even?
Think Pandora, where we have just the ambiance, the atmospheric music. You're going to hear that John Williams music in Savi's Lightsaber Shop.
Oh, okay.
Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run. You might even hear it on Rise of the Resistance. I'm not exactly sure about that. But that's where you're going to hear that music. Because the storyline, this was what they were telling us in the panel presentation that we had. You are walking around in an actual environment. When Luke, Han, and Leia were walking through the Death Star, did you hear all the John Williams music when you're walking through there? No.
Okay, I get it.
Now, then again, I could go so far as to say, well, when I'm on the Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run, should I be hearing this music? But they're basing it off of the adventure and the experience. When you're walking around the land, you're creating your own experience.
Someone said, how could there be 6 seats in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon? There should only be 4. They do make a reference to that he made changes.
Right. Hondo makes a reference that he made modifications to the cockpit. It's not exactly the true cockpit.
My thing for that was, we accepted that there's seats, bench seats, in the elevators of Tower of Terror. So, like, come on, elevator with seats, you can add 2 more seats to the cockpit. But
also, too, with the Falcon, walking into the Falcon for the first time, going into the chess room.
You got the chills, huh?
Again, the detail. The biggest thing I can talk about this land is the detail. They did an amazing job. It's unlike anything we've ever experienced before. Here's Pandora in terms of details. I can just keep going.
Yeah. Now,
And
how
that's
much
Star Wars?
how much more of the land will open when Rise opens? Like, it's not just the ride, right? Isn't there more land?
So everything was open, even for the guests after the media event.
I didn't see that big engine in the ground.
It's blocked by trees.
Okay, so that's
so
what I
you
mean.
can't see it. Only a keen eye. I realized
Why would
myself.
they
I
not
was like,
show it, but just have the ride not open?
I mean, you can kind of see it all the way back there.
But isn't it another big area?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, now, so again, if you look at the video that I posted for Big Fat Panda, look at the Resistance Forest overview. I go a little bit in depth, detail look at the exterior.
This is a good time that we didn't cover to say, obviously, this website that you're watching, or even, it might be on his, is bigfatpanda.com. That's my YouTube channel. His is darthvader92.com. That's his.
So this specific video is only going to be on your channel.
Okay. Sometimes I know we
yeah.
should.
But you can see the exterior, where the queue is outside for Rise of the Resistance. Again, you can't see the exit area because it's all blocked by trees. I think they did that deliberately, obviously.
First, they blocked it just for you to see. Look, this is going to be. I guess because that's another reveal for another time.
Right,
So
and it might just be the reveal for the ride that they want you to come out and see. Wow, look at this massive ship that just crashed down here. So, and you can walk through the entire exterior area out there and see. There's waterfalls.
There are.
Oh yeah,
Because we didn't see any of that.
We could kind of see the cave from afar away.
That's pretty cool.
The rock work, all those trees there. It's a beautiful, beautiful sight.
That's great.
Hey, a few of you look awfully familiar.
Well, yeah, we've been
Did
here
any
for
of
like
you
20
take a
minutes.
tour to Endor?
We're going to Endor?
Well, I mean, he's still kind of pre-programmed in with his Star Tours stuff. But, yeah, Rise of the Resistance when that opens.
Okay, so Savi's lightsaber, you build your lightsaber, you pick your cyber crystal. There is a
Kyber.
great... Kyber.
He
Did I
said
say
cyber.
It's a cyber. It's early in the morning. Right?
Yeah, it's
cyber
fine.
crystal. I will show your ceremony.
Yeah.
Droid building. That's... Honestly, I can't see kids doing the
Right.
Savi's lightsaber, but I can see them doing the droid building.
I did not do the droid building. I had a friend that did it. She showed me her droid.
But you still get him pre-done there.
Correct. Rex here is pre-done. Okay? 149. A little pricey. However, he has all these different controls.
This next song is brought to you by Mubo's Droid Depot. Mubo's. These are the droids you're looking for.
He has all these sayings.
How many does he? He has like.
He has a
hundreds.
couple in there. Like
I
I've
haven't heard the same
I mean,
ones
like that
before.
one I just heard
Hi there.
the first time.
This is your DJ.
That's
cool.
That's great.
And he's also a Bluetooth speaker, so you can connect him to your iPhone or iPad or whatever, and he will play your music. And yeah, the little visor comes down too.
I don't know if I want to build my own but I think I gotta have him.
I do want to do a build your own, but I was coming home with a lot of stuff.
Do
as
the
it
build your own
was, so.
talk like at all?
They interact, so you
Okay.
can get these different
The personality chips.
the personality chips, and you can keep them in a specialty backpack that you can get, or they can give you a box to put them in, and they interact with the different droids that are in the land.
That's pretty cool.
I think. I'm going to do that when
he does not
ours
do
opens.
that.
Not that I'm aware.
Okay.
I don't believe
we
he
need to
does.
find out, because if he can...
I mean, try lugging this whole thing around, Galaxy's
He is
Edge.
a little heavier than the
Yeah,
others.
he is. And, they gave me the box that he was obviously in, not the carrying pouch that the other ones
And
were.
there's no different colors for him.
Nope,
That's him.
standard color.
Okay.
You can
I
also
have a
get...
very bad feeling about this. Ah!
Star Tours reference, I love it.
I do love
The other ones that you could get pre-made of this C-3PO are 2.
Really? C-3PO, but a tiny C-3PO?
Yeah, about the same size as this one.
All right.
So, but the really cool thing that you can see inside the Droid Depot, and I'm assuming that they're going to have it here as well, a life-size R2-D2. That tall, literally, and I mean,
From the
floor is
floor.
all the way down there. So,
$25,000.
I told Megan, I said, when we win the lottery, I'm buying them.
Let me check in the back. I'll see if we have one in stock for you. Do you want a brand new one? I'll go check now.
Yeah.
Is there a annual pass discount?
God,
Doesn't
I hope
even
so.
matter.
That'd be nice. Hey, 10%. I mean,
Okay, we still got to do other things, but let's cut for a second and talk about the I don't want to say contest because it's not a contest. There's no skill involved. He brought 2 really cool things back, and I'll tell you, he can attest. I wanted to keep one of them, and he said we really should do the giveaway. And I said, "You're right, we should."
give something for these guys that have stuck around with us.
So
And-
let's show it.
So
to you.
first off, what you're going to be able to get is this is the guide map that they were giving out on opening weekend. I think they're still giving it out. I'm not exactly sure, but you can open it up. It's got
you didn't
all.
bring me an extra of that.
I've got a couple, but
Okay,
I have a
but
couple of friends.
This is
that
not the
want
real
some too, so-
special thing that I'm going to show you, but this you'll be getting. This is laminated, by the way.
Yeah,
this is
it's laminated.
plastic.
You can see Galaxy's Edge is right up here, just north of Frontierland. So
It smells weird.
yeah,
Freshly
well, I'm in
printed.
the
Okay,
laminate.
but the real special, and this will be part of it. This kills me.
So, as a going away gift from the media event, we were given a very special limited edition pin. I do not know if they actually sold these in the land. These might be exclusive to us, but they might have also sold them. I'm not exactly sure.
This commemorative pin has been created exclusively for the opening celebration of Black Spire Outpost in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. May it represent the spirit of adventure that brought you here and honor your place in shaping the future of the galaxy.
Right, but I think that
Right,
might
that
have
could
still been
be-
opening
yeah.
day merchandise.
I took another shot of this to...
Limited edition of 2019. But we can kind of see it a little bit right there.
And whoever wins this, if I find out that it's on eBay, I'm coming to get you.
Yeah, I'd probably do the same.
coming together.
Don't sell this on eBay. Come on. Don't be like those crazy people.
Okay, so in order to get this pin, there's something you have to do.
It's going to be a little tricky, but we're
I
going
don't
to...
know to. You must go to BigFatPanda.com and make sure you're subscribed. You must go to DarthVader92.com and make sure you're subscribed. Now, this you only have to do once, and it could be on either channel. It's going to be completely random. Go to any Galaxy's Edge video.
Whether that's my video or the stuff on John's channel.
Any Galaxy's
Either
Edge.
one.
Make a comment of anything about the video. Hopefully, not just saying, hey, I'm here. But at the end of the comment, in capital letters, so we know that it's part of this sweepstakes, put Panda Vader.
Panda Vader.
Then...
And
when will
here's
we
the
pick
other
this?
thing,
When
too.
will we pick this? What's today? Today is June... I don't... Wow.
Whenever
I
you're
have
going to...
no idea when today
Whenever
is.
you're going to be...
I say by...
Because you also have to figure when you're going to edit this video.
That's true. I'm going to edit this soon, though.
Why don't we say this is going to start when this video goes live, and this will go until
4th
June.
of July?
Yeah, we could go 4th of July.
4th of July,
Yeah.
we will pick the winner.
Give everyone the chance to see this video. And,
But that pin, that's
Yeah.
I don't... That's
and
just-
here's the thing. If you comment on it, and you're not subscribed, we will know. We will know. Well, I mean, we can just go in and check in and see if there's
There's a lot
subscribers.
of yeah, you're going to scan through 89,000
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
But
We'll know. Just
We'll
make
know.
sure we'll know.
we'll know.
Oh, let me ask you this. Batteries for the lightsaber.
That was one thing they neglected to tell us. I'm hoping that they will last long enough that I don't have
Do
to
we know
worry
what
about
kind it is? Are they 2C batteries? 2C?
I have no idea.
You haven't seen the compartment even?
No.
But you can change the batteries.
Yes,
Okay.
obviously there's a point where you can change the batteries. I have to really
Okay,
dig
when
deep
you
into there.
take the blade off the hilt, it actually makes a sound. They
We can
thought
show.
this much.
I don't know if you heard that,
They
but
do.
when you take the blade off, it really does make a sound. And then
you
when
try
you
to
just
start
have the
it-
hilt,
It's
because
telling
there's
you.
nothing there.
Now, if when you put it back in, does it make another sound?
Yeah. So if I put the blade back in, it'll make that sound again.
Do they sell a smaller blade?
I
Somebody
saw
said
people
that.
walking off with the different blades.
It's just
They were about
half the size?
they're about this size still. You know.
So
this-
how is it a different blade then?
I don't know. That I really didn't kind of pay attention to.
Right. By the way, when you feel this thing,
It's heavy.
I'm not going to argue that
It's
200
very durable.
that 200 isn't a lot, but it is a heavy quality piece. It's metal. It's not even a resin. If you're a Star Wars person, you need that. I'm not even that much of a Star Wars person, and I do need
Yeah,
one.
and also too, you pay for the experience.
Yeah.
You pay for that experience.
Oh, so right. You said if you bought them at docks pre-done, many
Yeah.
of them are lower than 200.
So yes, Doc Ondars, you can get different lightsabers in there based on like Luke Skywalker, Kylo, Darth Maul, Ahsoka. What's really cool with Ahsoka's is that it's two hilts, two blades, because she carried around two
Oh,
blades.
I thought it was like a Super
the time.
Ahsoka also. Like it,
Super Soaker. No, we're not like 6 years old again. So
No, we're just buying Star
no,
Wars
we're just buying Star Wars stuff. So that
What did one astromech say to the other astromech?
what?
I got it. Did you get
I
it?
guess
Yeah, I
could be
don't speak droid, so. With Ahsoka's, hers are $200, obviously, because you're getting two of them. But I saw them going as low as $109.
Okay.
So, not terrible.
So,
good price.
Are you going to spend more when it opens up here?
Oh, easily.
Easily.
Easily. Because I said to myself, look, this was hard enough to get into the suitcase. Okay? This, when I went to LAX, I weighed in my suitcase, 50 pounds exactly. If I went one more ounce over, they would have overcharged me.
Did the blade get into the suitcase?
I
didn't
had
see
to
it.
I had to put it at a diagonal angle.
Still, I don't
Yeah.
understand. And it fit.
Oh, it fit perfectly fine.
All right.
Yeah. I had to take the blade out and
Still, it's
yeah.
look at. give me that
I've
blade
been
for the-
hearing people saying that they've been having issues with trying to fit it into the suitcase based on what kind of suitcase you brought with you. So be mindful if you do go out to Disneyland or Disney World when ours opens and you want to bring home a lightsaber, keep that in mind with your suitcase.
And you can mail it back if you wanted to.
Yes. They don't, from what I kind of gathered, they don't do shipping in Galaxy's Edge.
right.
You have to go to, like, I think in Disneyland, like Star Trader or something like that to get it done.
All right.
But you can do it. You can do it.
They won't do shipping from there for the theming, but they'll give you a plastic Disney
We're
bag.
not going to ship it all the way across the galaxy. What are you talking about?
Have a Disney bag.
Yeah,
That doesn't
have a
make
Disney
sense. They
bag.
have to change that. What are we missing?
Oh, also, too, theming-wise, whenever you buy something, it's credits. It's not $550 or whatever it is. But $550 for this little Coke bottle.
Okay, wait. Now when I saw this, I said, the problem for me is this little tiny thing, just value-wise is not as much as a can.
Mm-hmm.
How could you sell this for $5.50? So I asked Google how much a can is. They said 12 ounces. This is actually
13.5.
it's so weird because when you look at this,
You would think that's a lot smaller than a can.
Yes.
And again, how much are they selling in the parks otherwise? Like $4? This is $5.50. You can get a Coke, you can get a Diet Coke, you can get a Sprite, you can also get a Dasani bottle.
Right,
too.
and that's
And
kind
that's
of
$4.
It's not even round like this. The
Right.
Dasani. It is cool though.
It's very cool. I don't drink soda, but I had to get one just to hold on to it. And I'll probably put it in my fridge and just, 50 years from now, we'll start drinking it.
You can even pour it out, keep the bottle if you wanted to.
I probably actually would end up keeping the bottle. But again, I'm not a soda drinker, so that's Megan if she wants.
And you have no sense of Rise of the Resistance when it's opening.
No, we have no idea. I can say that the entire exterior is done from the parts that I could see. Obviously, there's stuff going on inside the building.
Prediction. Disney World, forget Disneyland now. Disney World, Florida, is opening August 29th.
29th.
Do you think we will have Rise by January 2020?
I mean, they've gone on record to state that it will open later this year.
Even here.
Even here.
Okay.
So I would assume we have to have it open by at least December 31st, 2019.
I'll be fine with that. But by the time ours opens, theirs might do rise maybe in August.
I don't know. I've heard random rumors going on around Twitter that they want to keep them opening at the same time. So when Disneyland's opens, ours opens. When ours opens, Disneyland's opens.
That would be great.
And, it's to keep in with, we don't want to spoil anything. We want everyone to be able to see it for the first time. And that would be really cool.
Sure,
if they
to
could do
prevent
that.
me from... I know I'd watch a video on it, and I don't want to. Yeah, I would try not to, but I can't not. All right, so once again, before we go, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Also, you know what we should do?
What?
If somebody's joining us during the live of this, the premiere where we chat live, we should give them an extra point into the contest.
Ooh, I like that.
So you'll get...
So all of you guys that are watching live right now...
Right, if you
have
do
an
that,
extra advantage.
So for the pin and for the brochure, for the guide map, if you
I feel
subscribe
like Vanna
to...
White right now.
You look like Vanna White.
No.
You subscribe to BigFatPanda.com, you subscribe to DarthVader92.com, and put a comment, any comment about the video. Hopefully it's valid, not just for the sweepstakes. And put Panda Vader at the end of the comment. And how will we know if they'd watch live? Brandon's going, thank you so much for joining us.
I just had the craziest dream.
What?
I was a Star Speeder pilot, and I blew up a Death Star. Weird.
Very weird.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He keeps referencing... Oh,
Once again, this is your DJ Rex, piloting you on a tour through the beats of the galaxy.